This is it, a can't-miss game and a backdrop to match the special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch. Big characters on the big stage. What a prospect. Don't miss a single second of the action. It's all live on EA TV.
A warm welcome to you from the Emirates Stadium. My name's Guy Mowbray. I'm joined by Sue Smith in the commentary position.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And yes, I've had a haircut. Pretty interesting how 24 hours works, because obviously in the last video I didn't have this. Or should I say 48 hours. Yeah, so is what it is. Yeah, we're here for Bayern Munich, first leg of the Champions League quarter-final. This is massive, not only for the fact that it's our first time at this stage of the competition for a very, very long time, but also the last time we played Bayern Munich, it's obviously the famous 10-2. I would argue that it was probably the first time, not the first time, but it was around the time that the sort of what I'm doing now blew up and became what it is, particularly around Arsenal. And I definitely remember being embarrassed in that game. I mean, I was embarrassed enough that we went to the Allianz Arena and we lost 5-1. But then the fact that we came back to the Emirates, you know, the tie was already over, and then we just capitulated again and lost 5-1 at the Emirates. It was just I remember I had to turn it off. I think I turned it off at 4-1 because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe how far we'd fallen as a team in those years. And that was probably the first time, well, not the first time, but it was probably the time where I thought, yeah, Arsene Wenger probably needs to move on and we need to start looking at a new coach. And we need to start going in a new direction. I would never say that I was in the kind of quote-unquote Wenger out crowd, because that's Wenger out to me is totally different from thinking that we need to go in a different direction. The Wenger out movement to me was sort of intrepid and personal and insulting in terms of how they dealt with what they wanted for the club and all this sort of stuff. I felt it was very disrespectful towards Arsene Wenger. But yeah, in the end, that was the sign where I was like, yeah, we need to move on from this. Like, thanks for everything you've done, Arsene, but it's time for us to move on. Don't know what's going on here. It's time for us to move on from you. And that's the reason why I'm talking about Arsene Wenger now, is because it sort of reminds me of how he probably stayed on a little bit too long. He stayed on for probably 2 seasons more than he probably should have done. And, you know, that was sort of the lowest of the low. I think the lowest of the low, well, you couldn't get any lower than that until we got to the Europa League final. I know this was under Emery, but yeah, we got to the Europa League final and got battered by Chelsea. And I think the Bayern Munich results was the start of that. So this is why it's also massive. Another reason why it's massive is obviously Harry Kane is there now. Harry Kane left Spurs in the summer, went to Bayern Munich, seemed to be doing really well, scoring a lot of goals, as you would expect him to do. But yeah, like I think I can't help but believe that he's going to score against us tomorrow night. Yeah, so I think that's a foregone conclusion. I think the thing that works in our favour is the form at this moment in time. You know, the last 2 results in the league, we beat Luton and Brighton, both different results but quite similar, both kind of very professional, very mature. I think in my reaction I said that it was a very mature performance on Saturday against Brighton, especially being that it's away and that the Amex is a little bit of a bogey for us, and you know, the home record for Brighton is pretty good. But if you look at Bayern Munich on the other hand, they are now 5 points, I think maybe 7 points behind Bayer Leverkusen at the top of the Bundesliga. And you know, Thomas Tuchel isn't having the best run there at the moment. So that's probably the only thing that gives me a little bit of confidence. I think, and also that it's at home. I would have liked the second leg to be at the Emirates in an ideal world, but obviously nothing is ideal. So it's going to be tough either way. But I think we've got a very good chance, being that it's at home and our form has been very good recently. So, but on the other hand, I think that even if we get a decent result here, unless we blow them away, which I think is unlikely, I think when we go to the Allianz, it's going to be completely different, because these European nights, especially in second legs, anything can happen. So, in my opinion, I think we can win, but I don't think we will. I think this game's going to be a draw. I think there probably will be a few changes from Saturday. That I don't think Arteta will go with the same lineup that he did on Saturday. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. Yeah, but it's massive. It's massive for the reasons I laid out earlier in this video. And I think this is really important for us. I've been saying all this time that this is kind of where I wanted us at least to try and get to in the Champions League. I don't expect us to go on and win it. Even if we get past Bayern Munich, I think City or Real Madrid will knock us out in the next round. So those are two teams I definitely know we can't beat. I think there's a part of me in the back of my mind where I'm like, there might be a chance, because this is probably, you could say this is not the Bayern Munich that we played all those years ago. I think we're more likely to be on par with them than we were then. But I think with Real Madrid and Man City, I think even though, yes, we've had good results against City this season, I still think that they golf us in terms of quality, especially in that competition. And Real Madrid are on fire this season, so I can't see us, especially at the Bernabeu, doing anything against them. But obviously we've got to get past Bayern Munich first. If we can manage to scrape a 1-0 win to take to Munich, then that would be great. But for some reason, I see this being a 1-1 or a 2-2. We never do things easy, and I just have a feeling that we're going to need to climb a mountain to get through when we take the result back to Munich. And I feel like it's going to be a draw, which means it will go any way. One thing's for sure, Harry Kane will score against us. I'm 100% certain of that. Right. Yeah, I've been talking for long enough. Enjoy the rest of the simulation. I'm going to leave it there. I will be back after the game on Tuesday. It'll probably be a very, very quick preview because I have work the next day and I have to drive into London. So, yeah, but I'll be back then. So, yeah, as always, take care and stay safe.
And there's the first kick of the second half with the deadlock yet to be broken. Martinelli. Oh, late pass or slow getting back. Offside either way.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. You've got to give him time to get back on side. Surely you can see what's going on.
Upamecano. Now Davis. Sane. Bayern Munich trying to get things moving now. Sent into the middle with the chance here. Oh, superb. Right place, great save.
Oh, it's a wonderful save. It comes at him quickly, very little time to react, but he just manages to keep it out. It's great goalkeeping.
Sane. Good work from Arsenal to win back possession. Alexander Zinchenko. Zinchenko. Read the pass well and cuts it out. Leon Goretzka. This is Müller. It looks the right ball. Oh, might be in here. Luciala. To edge ahead. Sane. And the defence has done its job to stop any trouble brewing. There's a chance for the breakaway here.
rest of the party at the ticket office.
It's a really good break, this. But not the end result they wanted from an encouraging position. Good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over. Nice pass, and on they march. And it's on now. And there's the first goal of the match. Deadlock broken.
Well, here it is again, and this is great pressure, high up the field. They don't just go in ones and twos, they all go together, and that makes it so difficult to play out. Then it's a nice finish after that.
Arsenal find themselves behind as they get the game restarted. Gabriel Martinelli. Arsenal trying to get things moving. Genuine chance. Hits the upright. It stops there. Nothing at the end of it. A really good interception to take the ball.
Well, as soon as they won the ball back, there was an almighty roar. The fans are trying to push the team forward and get an equaliser.
Kane. Mazraoui. Play on is the referee's call. Muller. Can he finish? Great save, that's what he's there for.
I just don't think he can believe that that's not got in, but he's met his match with the keeper. His superb reactions kept that one out.
They decide against putting it in. Ben White. Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Now to deliver a good ball in. It's cleared. Is this the equaliser? And ready for it coming his way.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 25, Thomas Muller. To be replaced by number 22, Rafael Guerreiro. Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 7,
Laid into the box. And the defence ready for what was coming.
Leandro Trossard.
Ødegaard. Upamecano. Now De Ligt. Sane. The counter looks on here. Options available. Davis. Davis. Guerreiro. So it's a corner, and it might be the moment to win the game once and for all.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 5, Thomas Partey. To be replaced by number 20, Jorginho.
A short corner taken. Keep going, says the referee. Advantage. Kane! And it's a great goal. He couldn't have met that any better.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a well-worked corner. He elects to go short, changes the angle before the ball goes in, and then the finish is brilliant. He watches it all the way, managed to keep his head over the ball, and the contact is just right. It's a really good goal, that.
Goal for Bayern Munich.
So off we go. 2-0 the score now.
Harry Kane.
Martinelli. Switched on and ready to intercept there. Gabriel Martinelli. Now Goretzka. So full time here and not the result that Arsenal wanted. What about their overall performance, Sue?
They certainly weren't at their best today. The passing just wasn't incisive enough. They kept getting caught in possession, and they'll know a big improvement's needed for the next time out.
It's no surprise to see the cameras pointed at Harry Kane after that performance. Truly outstanding.
He was certainly one of the standouts, a threat throughout, just never stopped running, and when the chances came, he took them well.